Hi guys, so this is my recap, my public recap for the first day of Derby City Classic. I've always done these, for myself. I'm still going to do one of these for myself because now when I can like name names and things like that. But this will be the YouTube version of it. I played one match today and I won that match. It was a local player, although I didn't know him. And I won that match. I don't feel like I shot very well, and I feel like I was kind of fortunate that I played somebody who, he didn't adjust to the large, he's a bar player, he didn't adjust to the large table, the new cloth, the polished balls, as quickly as I did. Just about every game I'd have like just one or two shots that I really felt like, man, you hit that good, Dave. But the rest of the time, no, not so much. I'm absolutely going to have to shoot better, and I'm confident that I will. Because I figured something out. I've talked before about the effect that new cloth has on bank shots. One of the things I don't know if I really mentioned was the effect that polished balls can have on bank shot. These were brand new aramith balls, brand new cloth on the table. And what I found was, where I've talked before about on new cloth, and we're going to say new cloth and polished balls, is there's going to be certain shots that go in at a steep angle and they're going to come short. And this is contrary to what a lot of the announcers and stuff say. They will typically say new cloth means the bank goes long. And I've talked about this before. That's not always the case. Just about every table will have a zone where the ball is going to tighten up. The bank is going to tighten up on new cloth because it's going to slide a lot more off that rail than you're used to. It's going to slide into that rail a lot more than we're used to. So, and I've talked about this. Also on every table, there's going to be on new cloth, polished balls, where the bank's going to go long. Like I can have a bank that I know is going to go into that corner or get very close. On new cloth, at this angle, it's not going to happen. It's going to go long. And what I talked about was the ball will come in to a rail, and instead of bouncing, it'll come in the rail and it'll slide a little bit. And then it'll release. So it's going to release long. Talked about that as well. Every table also has what I call a Goldilocks zone, where you don't have to make any adjustment. On this table, that Goldilocks zone is about from just a little bit past this side pocket to about here. If my bank is in this area, I usually don't have to make any adjustments. That's on this table. What I found today, in my warm up before my match, was that table really didn't have very much of a Goldilocks zone at all. It had maybe a couple of inches around this area, this bank cross corner, where you didn't have to make an adjustment. But anything on this side at this point, it was going to come short. Anything on this side, it was going to go long. And I figured out most of this during my warm-ups, so I was able to adjust a little bit more quickly. One thing I was not able to adjust, though, until after the fact and thinking about it, was that new cloth and brand new, freshly polished balls, you put any side spin on, you're going to get some squirt. I think everybody watching this video knows you're going to get some squirt if you put side spin on the cue ball. With new cloth, freshly polished balls, you are going to get more effective squirt. And you're going to get that for two reasons. I don't know if I have a cue ball. I've got cats, so I'm trying not to. Well, we'll just do this. So, if I shoot right side spin, the ball's going to squirt to my left. If it's brand new slick cloth or brand new or highly polished balls, it's not going to have very much resistance to that force. That force that's pushing it that way, a lot of times is resisted a little bit by the friction between the ball and the cloth. But with brand new cloth, brand new balls and all that, you don't have as much friction, you don't have as much resistance. That's half of the battle. The other half is almost any shot where you use side spin, the first thing that's going to happen is the ball is going to squirt away from the side spin, and then it's going to curve back. That's called swerve. In American terminology anyway, that's called swerve. So the ball will squirt this way and then swerve back. And we kind of get calibrated to that, to just getting it right. You know, the better players do a better job than others. But today, what was going on with me and my shooting was if I had to put any side spin on the ball, I wasn't calibrated to that. So what was happening, without putting a little bit of right English on it, the ball would squirt way to hell over here, and it wouldn't swerve back, or it wouldn't swerve back as much. These are exaggerations, but so that was what was happening with me, and I didn't figure this out until after my match. What I ended up doing during my match to help me to win my match, I said, all right, that's it, no more side spin until I figure this out. Vertical axis on the cue all over. And that worked, and I was able to pull out the victory. That's really the big thing that I noticed today was that, and that's an equipment thing, and it's going to become more and more normal as the tournament progresses. These tables get a lot of play. These balls get a lot of play. So by this time tomorrow night, everything's going to be probably about like playing on this table here of mine. By this time Sunday night, it's probably going to play more like your average pool hall table that hasn't been recovered in a year. So really just have to do this kind of adjustment when you're playing on new equipment, new balls, new club, that type of thing. But you have to do it. And now hopefully I will remember next year that I have to make that adjustment for squirt and swerve. They change as well. It's not just the bank angles that change, it's the squirt and the swerve that are going to change as well. But that is my public recap. And now I'm going to stop this. Oh, wait a minute. This is a little bit of a teaser. Remember I said that I'm taking a 3x5 to the tournament? Because I'm pretty sure I'm going to buy a cue. I'm going to take my Southwest, I'm going to take my Sean Brake cue, but then I've got extra holes. Well, I bought a cue, and I'm not going to talk about it on this video. That's going to be in another video, so give you something to wait for, I guess. Oh shit, I don't think I said this. The way Derby City usually works is you either play 2 matches on Friday and then 2 matches on Saturday, or you play 1 match on Friday and 3 on Saturday. I played 1 match today, so odds are very good I'm going to play 3 matches tomorrow, assuming I keep winning and all that. So tomorrow, Saturday is always a really long day, the longer you keep winning. That's the bad part about it. The good part about it is there's not as long of a wait between matches. You know, today I played, when did I play today? I played at 3:15, and then I found out at about 10 o'clock that I don't play again until tomorrow morning. So I had basically have to sit around and wait. Tomorrow I go in and play in the morning, probably play my next match about 1, 2 in the afternoon. Next match, if I win, 7 or 8 at night, and then I'm done until Sunday. So that's the way it usually works. This year, I think there are less people there this year than there have been in the past, and we're all kind of curious because, of course, there's global pandemic. You might have heard about it. It was on all the papers. So a lot of people aren't there because of that. But then again, we didn't have the tournament last year, so a lot of people really been jonesing to have it. The impression that I got was that more people have stayed away than the people that came in going, oh, finally they're having Derby City tournament again. I could be wrong. I am not a tournament official, and I do not have the exact count. It was just me looking around the room and things like that. As, you know, who do I know is missing? And it didn't seem as crowded. So that is that, and now I got to make my private video, and then I got to make my video about the cue that I bought that I'll publish at some point, and then I'm going to have a beer and unwind and hopefully go to bed and get up tomorrow and play some more. Thanks, guys.